Today we will study Social and Political Life, Chapter 1. Okay, Understanding Diversity. See, before that we have to understand what do you mean by diversity. Okay, our planet Earth has an enormous variety of plants, animals, birds and insects. Okay, you must have visited a zoo and watched different kinds of birds and animals. They are different in appearance, size, shape and other aspects. This is because Mother Nature has created diversity all around us in several forms. Okay. So, what is diversity? Diversity is the state of being different. Okay. Diversity is the state of being different. Here on earth, see, nobody are equal. Nobody are equal. They don't look alike. Okay. They are different. Maybe their appearance different, size different, shape different. Okay. So diversity is the state of being different. It means different looks opinion, different opinion, different beliefs, different practice and means of expression. Okay, so here we got the definition what is diversity. Diversity is the state of being different. It means different look, different opinion, different beliefs, different practices and different means of expression. Diversity is natural, normal and inherent in life on earth. You must have looked around in your classroom, in a park or say a cinema hall. No two persons have the same look. As I said, okay, even the 5 fingers of your hand vary in different size. Okay, vary in sizes. All of us should tolerate and respect diversity. Okay, we should tolerate and respect to diversity. In our country, people belong to different religion, caste and culture. Okay, in our country, India, it has different culture, different caste, different type of people having different type of religion. Okay, there are more than 1600 languages spoken in India. Okay, more than 1600 languages spoken in India. In food habit too, we are different. Okay, we don't eat the same kind of food. See, the people living in the coastal area, they eat different kind of food. People living in the forest area or plain area, their feeding habits, their food habit also different. The people of Punjab prefer chapatis and dal, whereas those of Bengal and Odisha prefer rice and fish. Okay, a South Indian would like to have dosa, vada or idli. So their food habits are also different. Then our cultural diversity. See, India has an ancient civilization with a long history. The migration of people from various regions has been a vital factor in the development of cultural diversity. See, people we have studied that early people, they move from here to there because of food. Okay, in search of food, shelter, water. Okay, so like that, from different purpose, people moving from one place to another place, and with them they carry their culture. Okay, so people from other culture or civilization brought with them their tradition, custom and lifestyles. Okay, gradually this tradition got intermixed with their pre-existing tradition. Means what a tradition they had, with that this new types of tradition what they brought from their old place. Okay, that is intermixed. Okay, intermixed with pre-existing tradition. Likewise, people from India have gone to different our country. See, I have mentioned here religion of India percentage 2011 census. Okay, you can see that in percentage how many people living in India. Okay, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh. Okay, there you can see. The Constitution of India guarantees to every citizen freedom to practice and propagate any religion and follow any mode of worship. Okay, so the Constitution have given us the rights. Okay, we can choose any religion we want. Hindu pray in temple, Sikh pray in Gurudwara, Christian pray in church, Muslim offer namaz in a masjid or mosque. People have different religions celebrated different festivals. Okay, so in India we can see the different type of people having different type of religion living. Okay, and they also celebrate different type of festival, religious festival. They also celebrate. Baisakhi is a popular festival in Punjab. Onam is celebrated in Kerala, whereas Holi, Diwali and Chhath are celebrated with pomp and splendor in Bihar. The holy book of Hindu are the Ramayana, Gita, the Vedas, Purana, etc. And the holy book of Muslim is Quran, and that of Sikh is Guru Granth Sahib, and the holy book of Christian is Bible. People belongs to various castes live in India. They are categorized in upper caste, which is called general. Okay, general caste is the upper caste. Scheduled caste, that is SCs. Scheduled tribe, which is STs, and OBC, other backward classes. Then what promote diversity? See, historical and geographical factor influence the diversity of a region. Historical and geographical factor influence the diversity of a region. The history of many places shows us different cultural influences have helped to save life and culture there. Thus, religion become very diverse because of their unique culture, unique histories. Diversity also comes into play when people adapt their lives to various climate. Okay. People living near the sea have different food habit. Okay. Different way of dressing from those living in plains and mountain regions. Bengaluru has a moderate climate. People hardly put on woolen dresses. Okay. Delhi has an extreme climate. So people wear light cotton cloth in summer and woolen cloth in winter. Let us try to understand this by comparing life of people in different states. See, Punjab was the cradle of Harappan civilization. The Aryan flourished there before moving to Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Many races of people entered India from northwest and settled in Punjab for goods. They adopted the local culture and tradition. On the other hand, Bihar witnessed to such intermixing of people from different races and culture. Okay. Most of the Punjab get moderate to little rainfall, and soil is mixture of sand and clay. Therefore, wheat is grown there on a large scale, and the staple diet is chapati and dal. Okay, in page number 182, there you can see some fact about Kerala. Okay, Kerala is the state of southwest corner of India. Okay, you can see from the in the map that it is southwest corner. Okay, it is a narrow strip of land between the Arabian and Western Ghat. Thousands of coconut trees, palms cover the entire state. It is famous for its beautiful discovered the sea route to India from Europe and landed in Kozhikode or Kalikot in AD 1498. Okay. In Kerala, the people of different religion live peacefully. The Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Jews, Buddhists have ethnic diversity. Yet there is unity. There is unity here. Onam is the main festival of Kerala celebrated by all. Okay. People grow and eat rice, vegetable, and of course fish, rubber, tapioca, coffee are grown as cash crop. Okay, Kathakali is the classical dance of Kerala, famous all over the world. Okay, Kathakali is classical dance of Kerala. It is famous all over the world. Mohiniyattam is another classical dance form of Kerala, and the religion and cultural festival of Kerala shows a variety of life in the state. Then Ladakh. See, Ladakh is a desert in the mountain in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. It is now a union territory. Now Ladakh is a union territory and its capital is Leh or Kargil. Leh and Kargil are the capital, okay, of this union territory. It is divided into two districts, Leh and Kargil. It is surrounded by mountain, the Karakoram in the north and Great Himalaya in south. Okay. And by two other parallel chains, the Ladakh range and the Janskar range. It is hardly received any rain and is covered by snow for the most part of the year. Agriculture is almost impossible. For drinking water, people have to depend on melting of snow during summer. People rear sheep. Sheep here are special as they produce pashmina wool. Okay. This wool is very expensive. Ladakhis sells this wool to traders from Kashmir. Pashmina shawls are mostly made in Kashmir. The people eat meat and milk products like cheese, butter from the goat, cows, and sheep therein. Though Ladakh is a desert, it attracted traders because of its high passes. Okay, it was a resting point for travelers on the ancient trade routes to Central Asia and beyond. Caravans passes through Ladakh to Tibet, carrying textile, spices, raw silk and carpets. Ladakh was also called Little Tibet. Okay, it is also called Little Tibet. It is a Buddhist land and has great cultural affinity with Tibet. Buddhism reaches Tibet through it. flowers. See, now we are enjoying our life on this earth. Okay, we see different type of religion. See, in India, we have different type of people living in our country. Okay, different type of religion, different type of religious festival we are celebrating here. So, if you imagine what life would have been without various kinds of these things. Okay, if it is not there. Okay, then it will be, our life will be a boring thing. Okay, we feel bored. So, it add color and spice to our existence. We would not have various kind of music and dance form. The Indians speak different type of language. Okay, have various type of food, celebrated different festivals and wear several variety of dress. Without diversity, life would be boring and less enjoyable. If all people follow a single profession, human life wouldn't exist. Imagine if all people were farmers. Who would provide us with clothes, houses and medicine? Who would look after our health if there are no doctors? In the absence of barber, who would give us a haircut? Therefore, diversity is essential. Okay. The UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, has played a crucial role in promoting cultural diversity on promoting cultural diversity concerns. UNESCO's Universal Declaration on Cultural Diversity was adopted by 192 member states. It emphasizes that respect for cultural diversity and intellectual dialogue is the best guarantee of lasting progress, peace and development. The phrase unity in diversity was coined by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. In his book The Discovery of India, he emphasizes that the unity and integrity of India is inherent in its civilization from the very ancient times. There is a cultural diversity and continuity since the Harappan civilization to the present age. He says, Indian unity, not something imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its fold. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. During the freedom struggle, Indians from all walks of life joined hand to hand to oppose the British rule. Citizens from all castes, religion and region fought shoulder to shoulder under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi to win the freedom from British rule. Even women also came out on the street. The unity was first seen during the rebellion of 1857, which is the widely called the first war of national independence. Okay, after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, the Amritsar on 13 April 1990, the whole of India stood as one nation to condemn the British atrocity. On that day, a large but unarmed crowd had gathered in the Jallianwala Bagh to protest against the arrest of some popular leader, General Dyer, the military commander of Amritsar. Okay, that day. See, on that day, General Dyer, the military commander of Amritsar, ordered his troops to open fire. Thousands were killed and wounded. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and other fought unitedly against the British, sacrificed their lives and won freedom. Song and symbol that emerged during the freedom struggle are reminders of our respect for India is a shining example of unity in diversity. India is indeed like a garland containing flowers of various hues and colors. Okay. So it was about the diversity. Okay. And from that you studied about Kerala and Ladakh. So you study glossaries, okay, word meanings, and learn these word meanings.